You already know this feeling. You get into bed, you're exhausted, your body is tired, your eyes are heavy, and you think tonight is going to be different. Tonight you're actually going to sleep. And then an hour passes, maybe two. You're staring at the ceiling, your mind is racing, your body feels wired even though you're completely drained, and you just cannot figure out why this keeps happening to you over and over again. That feeling is one of the most frustrating things a human being can experience, because sleep is supposed to be automatic. It's supposed to be the one thing your body just knows how to do. And when it doesn't work, when you're lying there exhausted but wide awake, it feels like something is fundamentally broken inside you, like your own body is working against you. Here's what nobody is telling you. It's probably not your body that's broken, it's what you're doing in the hours before you even get into bed. And once you understand exactly what those habits are and why they destroy your sleep at a biological level, everything changes. Not just your sleep, but your energy, your mood, your focus, your entire quality of life. Now, before we go deeper, we do have related programs linked below in the video description that go far beyond what we can cover today. If you've been struggling with your sleep, your energy, or your health for a while now, those resources exist for people who are serious about real transformation and not just looking for surface-level tips they can find anywhere. If that's not you, no pressure at all. But if you know deep down that you need more than just watching a video, that information is there when you're ready. Let's talk about the first thing that is absolutely destroying your sleep. And most people have no idea it's even happening. It's the light coming from your phone, your television, your laptop, every screen in your home. And I don't just mean it's bad because it's stimulating. I mean it is chemically signaling your brain to stop producing melatonin, which is the hormone that literally tells your body it's time to sleep. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production in a way that can delay your sleep onset by hours. Studies have shown this effect can shift your internal body clock by over 90 minutes in a single evening. 90 minutes, that's not a small thing. That's the difference between feeling rested and feeling like you got hit by a truck the next morning. And here's the painful part. You probably already knew screens before bed were bad. You've heard it 100 times. But knowing it and actually feeling the physical consequence of it are two completely different things. Because when you're scrolling, it doesn't feel harmful. It feels relaxing. It feels like you're winding down. But biologically, your brain is in full activation mode. You are flooding your nervous system with stimulation while simultaneously blocking the very hormones you need to fall asleep. Pattern interrupt. Let's talk about something nobody wants to admit. The late night eating, the snack at 9 or 10 at night. Maybe it's something small, maybe it's something bigger. Either way, your body is now spending energy digesting food when it's supposed to be dropping its core temperature and preparing for deep restorative sleep. Your core body temperature needs to decrease for sleep to happen. Digestion raises it. This is not a theory. This is thermophysiology. And when your body temperature stays elevated, your sleep quality tanks. You might fall asleep, but you never get into the deep stages of sleep where your brain clears waste, where your cells repair, where your hormones reset for the next day. The difference between someone who sleeps well and someone who doesn't isn't always about how many hours they get. It's about the quality of those hours. Research consistently shows that people who optimize their sleep cycles, even sleeping slightly fewer hours, outperform those who sleep longer but poorly in every measurable category. Cognitive function, emotional regulation, physical performance, immune strength, everything. Think about what your life looks like when you're actually rested. Not just a little rested, genuinely, deeply rested. You wake up and your first thought isn't dread. You don't reach for your phone to feel like you can face the day. You don't need 3 cups of something just to feel human. Your mind is sharp, you're patient, things that normally frustrate you just don't land the same way. You feel like yourself. Maybe you haven't felt that way in so long you've forgotten what it actually feels like. Pattern interrupt. Now let's talk about stress and the role it plays in your evening. Because most people don't wind down in the evening. They just change the type of stress they're experiencing. You stop working, but then you start scrolling through news, or doom scrolling through social media, or replaying conversations from the day, or worrying about tomorrow. Your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, stays elevated. And elevated cortisol at night is one of the most powerful sleep disruptors that exists. It is the biological opposite of the relaxation response your body needs to transition into sleep. The people who sleep the best have built evening environments that signal safety to their nervous system. They've created rituals, not complicated ones, but consistent ones that train their brain to associate the evening with winding down. Dim light, quiet, calm. These aren't luxuries. They're biological necessities that we've lost in the modern world. And here's something that will change the way you think about this. The 2 hours before bed are not just prep time for sleep. They are the hours that determine the quality of your entire next day. The decisions you make in those 2 hours, what you consume, what you watch, what you think about, what you eat or drink, how much light you're exposed to, they are programming your brain for tomorrow. You are either setting yourself up or sabotaging yourself, and you're doing it on autopilot most of the time. Pattern interrupt. Alcohol, let's go there. So many people have a drink in the evening to relax, to take the edge off, to help them sleep, and they swear it works. They feel drowsy, they fall asleep faster. But what the science shows consistently is that alcohol fundamentally fragments your sleep architecture. It disrupts REM sleep, which is the phase where your brain processes emotions, consolidates memory, and does its most critical repair work. You might sleep 8 hours and wake up feeling worse than if you'd slept 6 hours without alcohol, because the quantity was there but the quality was completely destroyed. People who eliminate or dramatically reduce late evening alcohol report feeling like they've added years back to their life in terms of energy and mental clarity. Not months, years. That's the kind of transformation that happens when you stop poisoning a process your body desperately needs. Pattern interrupt. Here's the thing about all of this. None of these habits feel dramatic in the moment. They feel normal. They feel like just living your life. That's exactly what makes them so dangerous. The damage is invisible at first, but over time, chronic poor sleep is linked to increased risk of serious health conditions, to weight gain, to anxiety, to depression, to accelerated aging at a cellular level. The cost of ignoring this is not just tired mornings. The cost is years of your life and quality of those years. The good news is that the body responds to change faster than most people expect. When people make targeted changes to their evening habits with the right guidance and structure, many report feeling dramatically different within just days, not weeks, not months. Days. Because the body is always trying to heal. It just needs you to stop blocking it. Every morning you wake up exhausted is a cost. Every day you push through on low energy is a cost. Every relationship affected by your mood. Every opportunity you're not fully present for. Every moment of joy that's dulled by fatigue. Those are all costs. And they compound every single day you don't address this. If you're ready to stop just surviving your days and actually start living them, the related programs linked below in the video description were built for exactly this. They go deep, they're structured, they're built on real science, and they're designed to create lasting change, not just temporary fixes. Most people will watch this video and do nothing, and that's okay. But if something inside you is saying that you're done feeling this way, that information is waiting for you. Don't let another night pass the same way.